I'm Jeff Lee, Water Conservation Specialist for Gilbert, Arizona, and in this video, we're going to show you how to turn off your irrigation timers when it rains in order to save money and conserve water. Different timers will be different in appearance, but all of them have a way to shut off the irrigation without interrupting the program. Here we have some of the more popular models that we're seeing out there right now. This is the Orbit timer. It's a very popular model recently. We do see it a lot out there. And on this one, after it rains, all you need to do is turn the dial over to the off position. It's not altering your program at all. You're just telling it not to run it. And then later on, when it's time to turn it back on, you just return the dial to the auto position. This particular timer also has a rain delay function, which is very handy if you're not going to be around your house later on when it's time to turn it back on. In order to access this function, you just press this button and then put in the number of hours you want it to wait until it turns back on. So you can see you can go 24 hours, 48 hours, or 72 hours. Here we have one of the Hunter timers, also a very popular controller out there. You're just going to turn the dial from the run position where it would normally be for automatic operation over to the system off position. The display will let you know it's in the off condition, and when it's time to resume irrigation, you're just going to turn the dial back to the run position. Here we have the Irritrol rain dial controller. This has been a very popular controller for many years. Your older versions are going to be gray in color instead of blue, but it's still the same controller. On this one, instead of turning the dial to turn the controller off, what you're going to do is slide the switch down at the bottom over to the off or stop position. That's not going to alter your program at all. You're just telling the timer not to run it until it's time to resume again, when you just slide the switch back to the run or manual position. The newer version of the Irritrol rain dial, which is blue in color, also does have a rain delay function, so you can tell it a specific number of days to wait until it automatically resumes irrigation. On this one, you're going to want to turn the middle switch down at the bottom to the set program position, and then turn your dial down here to where it says Special Functions. After that, you use your manual button until you get to where it shows RD in the display, and then you can just use your up arrow button to tell it how many days you want it to wait until it resumes irrigation. After that, you're just going to slide your program selector switch back to the run or manual condition, and you can turn your dial back up to where it says current time, and the display will alternate, telling you how many days it has left before it'll automatically resume irrigation. Another great tool that has been around for many, many years is an automatic rain sensor. These are particularly helpful for those times where you may not be home when rainfall occurs. Basically what these are is a series of cork discs inside there that when they get wet, they expand and open up a switch, preventing the irrigation. The one I'm showing here is actually hardwired back to the controller, but there are also wireless versions that make the installation much simpler. How long you'll be able to keep your timer off after it rains depends on how much rain fell, how fast it fell, and what time of year it is. A great way to see if you still have adequate moisture in the soil after it rains is by simply using a screwdriver in your grass. This will press easily into moist soil, but it won't press into a dry soil. So as long as you're still getting good penetration with your screwdriver, you're okay to still keep that off for another day or so and then check it again. To learn more about how to save water in your landscape and with your irrigation systems, visit us at gilbertaz.gov/water. And when it rains, make sure to follow us on Twitter at GilbertYourTown for other water conservation updates.
Hi, I'm Mayor John Lewis. Are you sad that this video is over? Subscribe to our YouTube channel and you will never be sad again, ever.